Welcome back to TFC Plays the Direwolf20 Season 7 pack. Yes, I know, it's been well over a year since the previous episode, and that's entirely my fault. To be honest with you, at this point, I don't even have a clue as to why it's been that long. So, instead of dwelling on that, I am going to just kind of get back into things and get going here. Now, let's see. Thaumatorium. I do like that staff of transportation. Very handy. And what I have been doing here, including today, is working on Thaumcraft research, which is what I was doing when I stopped off. Now, yeah, in here. Like, for example, I was at this, and I was going to grab this research because with it being this shape and flashing, all I have to do is click on it to get it. But the sign there, the symbol there for ordo is flashing. It says I need 3. And if I look in here at the research table, I have 1 order. And so that means I need to go out and accumulate some more. And that means I have to kind of fly around with this thermometer that will let me see aura nodes and thereby be able to scan them. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. Scan them, pick up some more research points in a number of aspects, whatever ones I find, and especially looking for the ordo aspect. And at the same time, while I'm out there, I've got this iron-capped wooden wand that I made earlier on in this thing, and you see the widget in the upper left-hand corner that shows where it shows you how much of 6 different aspects of magic that you can have it charged with, and it is not charged at all. So while doing this, I will be going out to charge this sucker because I will be needing it. And so I go over here to morph and bring up the bat form, because shifting into a bat is so handy because then you can fly. All right, now this part is going to take a while. I need to fly around to, well, okay, here's one such site right there. Is one of these tainted looking sites, and it doesn't look all that special now, but if I look at it through this, there's an aura node right there, and this one's been scanned. But let's see, it's got air and Perdito in it, so I take this wand and I have charged up some air and definitely the Perdito. And see, the air is used up in the Perdito. There's only 2 left. So I'm going to leave a torch on that just to make it easier to find in the future. And then I will continue looking for more things like that and just watching through here to see aura nodes floating around in the terrain, because they do sometimes do that, as well as be inside of those things. Well, here's another one right here. And okay, this one has not been scanned. Right click. And that is research points that I need. And while I'm here, okay, air is topped off, and I picked up some aqua and ignis as well, so there we go. Yeah, okay, so I am up for a whole bunch of flying around and picking up research points, and charging this wand. Okay, flying along here, doing reasonably well, finding a decent number of aspects, and also getting the wand most of the way charged up so far. But then I find this. A great wood tree with spider webs. So I think what I'm going to do here is get out of bat form, because I have more hit points, more health in this mode, and dash over here, because under this thing is one of those. Oh, portal gun. Yeah. Go ahead and grab this. And throw the dirt down here. That's good enough for me. Oh yeah. Portal gun, very, 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 very handy tool for exploration, because let's see. Pop this thing over here. Okay. Now, left click throws an orange portal. Right click throws a blue portal. Go through one, and you come out through the other. And you can also set this thing down here, set it on the floor, on the ground, and critter walks through it, and critter falls through it. Or you could even knock this sucker up. Yeah. So you got a nice handy way of transporting mobs. And R to turn that off. And then of course you'll get a block selected like this one. G. Gravity gun. And you can even toss them. So that's cool. And the gravity gun is useful as well, because let's see, up this way. I found something that I'm going to want eventually. And yeah, it's up there because I just marked it. There is a wisp spawner up here. And basically the gravity gun aspect of the portal gun, I should be able to pick that spawner up. And that is going to be so handy. Okay, it's right there. Okay, that's fine. And I'm going to leave it there until I have need of it, which probably won't be too awfully far from now in the future. So in the meantime, I am back to scanning. All right, I've been making some progress with my research and whatnot here, and I just picked up the research for something really useful. The goggles are revealing. Now, basically, when I've been out searching for nodes and whatnot, the only time I can see them is through the thermometer, and which means I'm limited to just the space immediately in front, and I have to have this big honking thing in my view, and that's not great. Not a great way to fly around. So now, with the goggles of revealing, I will only need this thing when I actually want to scan something. Yeah. So, goggles of revealing. I need some gold, a couple of thermometers, which is easy to make, and some leather. Yeah, we can do this. All right. Thermometer. Grab a couple of these. Grab a bit of gold. And some leather. Okay, now I believe it's the... Yeah, that's an arcane workbench recipe. So we'll take these guys and drop them down here. Oh, wait a minute. No, not yet. Actually, yes, yet. I didn't need nuggets for this. I just needed a couple of ingots. Anyway, pop these here. Pop this there and there and there and there. Now take the wand, which has got a charge in it, and boom. Now I can take the Man of Steel helmet and combine it with the goggles to get the Man of Steel helmet of revealing, which means I get the protection and the ability to see nodes and such without having to switch to this. That's really handy. Now let's see. I wanted to see, did I? Yes, I have done that. So, okay. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of these gold wand caps. Huh. Interesting. What is Greatwood doing in here in a box that is... Well, I guess that's just general wood stuff and whatnot. But it belongs over here. Alright, so 2 logs with the wand in here. Bang, Greatwood rod. Put it in here. Gold cap on each end. Gold banded Greatwood wand with a capacity of 50 Vs, as opposed to this one having a 25 capacity. So, there. That's good. That is some excellent little bit of progress. And what I am going to end up doing now is do some more exploration, find some more nodes, and get both of these wands charged up. Alrighty. Well, I have made some progress. Not only did I get the 2 wands charged up, but I also decided to make a second of these gold-banded Greatwood wands, and I got it charged up. So I've got plenty of these stored up for the moment. And in my research, I have just recently unlocked Infusion, which, by the way, also comes with access to a number of other wonderful little cool things to have on hand, and so on. So, Infusion. Okay. At the arcane workbench, to make runic matrix, I need arcane stone block, which is basically stone around a shard, to get 9 of them. So let's get some stone. Oh, come on. That'll be more than enough. Oh, whatever. And a shard. That's the one I got most of, so we'll use that. And that might actually just be enough. Basically, I want to get this thing framed out and so on, because it's going to be needed, so I might as well get it in gear here. Okay, so now I need arcane stone blocks, 4 of any kind of shard, and an ender pearl. I don't actually need to make that many of them. Ender pearl and 40 of ordo. One runic matrix. And let's see what else. There are other components. Yes, arcane pedestals. Stone blocks like so with some air. I know that's not enough, but let's start throwing them in place. Yeah, pedestal here, and then the ones around. And then around it. Okay, that'll do for the moment. I need to make a few more of these. Let's see. I need 4 more. Okay. So now I can go ahead and get these in place. Okay. Now for the middle, arcane stone bricks, which is basically these like that. Okay. And then stone blocks above. Okay. Okay, let me throw a bit of cobble here. No. That one needs to be cobble. And get the runic matrix and put it here. Get rid of that. Okay. Now I should just need to hit it with a wand. Yes, hit it with a wand that's got 25 of each kind of V's, and that should activate it. So, all right, let's do this. Bingo. That means I did it right. All right, great. That means infusion crafting is now available. All right. Until I get some alternate lighting put together, I'm just going to throw down a few more torches. I will have alternate form of lighting because having 79 bajillion torches out here is offensive to the eyes, if nothing else. And let's see. Okay, there was something else that I remembered from time gone by, and that is something to do with the research table. Let's take that out, break this, and I'm going to put this research table, let's see, I believe I have to whack it with the wand. No. Break it. Try it again. Oh, you son of a... Come on. All right. Now, this time, don't hit it with the wand. I remember now. You hit it with the scribing tools. It turns it back into a research table. Now, the reason I moved it out here is because something I remembered that makes the research table better is you got all these aspects in here that are used to do the research. And the main thing here is the 6 of the primal aspects, like ignis and air and water and earth and a few, couple others that, let's see, close that, and now crystal clusters. Okay, so let's have one of these for order, one for entropy, and one for air. So one crystal cluster for each basic primal aspect. And then a mixed crystal cluster. I'm going to go ahead and get 4 of these. All right, now, if I surround this thing with these crystal clusters, that means that, see, these things only light up when they've gotten new on them. So that means it's already picked up a bit of air and some ordo and some terra. Now what's really great about that is that the 6 primal aspects, they are the building blocks of everything else. Everything else, by one means or another, is made up of, directly or indirectly, the primal 6. So as long as you've got a good supply of the 6 primals, you can craft any of the others. All right. Yeah. Now I come over here and I can craft a bunch of these. Yeah. And I can make up pretty much any of these that I have need of. And because I've got the crystals here, I am gaining more of each of the 6 primal aspects all the time. Because, yeah, now that is going to make research a little easier, especially if I'm busy with something else for a while and a whole bunch of stuff builds up. Yeah, okay. Now, let's see. Okay, I remembered what it was. There was one more thing I wanted to deal with, and the fact is that I do not have any kind of a ranged weapon. I don't have a bow, and I do very much like to have one. They're handy. Sometimes they're life-saving. But recently, let's see, it's up here. Here we go. The bone bow. It fires faster than a normal bow, and the arrows come from it hit harder. And there's primal arrows here, infused with a specific type of energy. Each one has a different effect. And I've been looking at these, and I'm thinking the air arrows, they have the same damage, similar damage to normal, but they bypass armor protection. I kind of like that. And then the entropy ones, slightly less damage, but they inflict withering. Yeah, so I think I'm going to make some of each. Okay, some arrows. Oh, wait a minute. I need some bone. Entropy, string. Of course you need string. You're making a bow, genius. Oh, wait a minute. Of course not. You have to do that over here. One bone bow. And then for the arrows, if I recall, yes, arrows around a shard. Okay, I think I'm going to mostly go with the air ones. So I'll just... Oops, insufficient V. Well, okay. And then I'll switch that out for these. And now I've got air and entropy. And apparently whichever type is closest to the top left of the inventory is the one that's going to get fired. So let's switch it like that. Yes, okay, that's fine. And so now I am not necessarily having to get right up close and personal with something in order to fight it. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, I am running up against a time thing, because not only am I run on the length of the video getting pretty good and sized, but there is also the matter that this episode has, in the terms of the amount of off-camera time, it has thus far cost me in the neighborhood of 8 or 9 hours worth of total time spent off-camera. Yeah, this is a thing. I've mentioned this before, but modded Minecraft, you will spend a lot of time off-camera for every minute that you spend on camera. It's just the nature of the critter, especially early on when you're doing a lot of basic getting stuff set up kind of things, like with Thaumcraft and whatnot. But there will be more, and it will be soonish. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.